Hey y'all, Papa Explorer here, and we are at East Hill Cemetery in Bristol, Tennessee / Virginia. The cemetery actually is in both states, um, but this has got some history behind it and all, and there are some ghost stories and all about it. I'll see if I can put the link in after this or at the end of this video, or below in comments. You know how it goes. But anyway, we're here during the day. Went out last night to a different cemetery, and the video part, I don't think I caught anything on video. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I did catch one shot. I got to figure out how to hook it on after I've already published the video, how to hook it on to the end. But anyway, if you're on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever like that, or even on Twitter, I did post that pic, and y'all can see what it is, or see what y'all think it is. Alright, let's see here. I'll turn this thing around. And like I said, this is East Hill Cemetery, and I'm going to go around to the front so it's... Alright. Now, this is the first burial in East Hill Cemetery, which I'll just read it to y'all. The cemetery began in late February 1857 with the burial here of 5-year-old Nellie Gaines. She was born in early January 1852, a daughter of tenant farmers who then lived on the Samuel Goodson plantation on Beaver Creek, about 2 miles upstream from present downtown Bristol, Virginia. At the time, this location was known as Round Hill and was covered with large trees and brush. It had then been laid aside as a future burial ground for the new town of Bristol, Tennessee / Virginia. Soon after her death, her family moved to Texas. In 1887, her father returned here and built a small shed over the grave. It so remained as a sole marker for several years. Later, her only marker was a huge poplar tree that stood at the head of her grave. This marker placed here in 2014. And that there says Nellie Gaines, 1852 to 1857. Reverend James King preached her funeral using the text, "Suffer the little children and forbid them not to come unto me, for such is the kingdom of heaven." Matthew 19:14. But this here, well, you can tell by the date, it's probably the oldest cemetery in this local area here. Several different type of gravestones, and if things look kind of pinkish or whatever, I do have it on full spectrum. Oh, look at here. Now see, I did not notice this. There is, look there. That's covered up by brush. Huh. But one of the stories is there's a general. Hey, is that general buried here? Where? The gated one? Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, and you see down there, Be Creative and our granddaughter Cadence is here. It's daytime, so during daytime, we'll all come out to the cemetery, but nighttime, it's just me right now. Alright, this also has this general here. Evan Shelby died, or He died December 4th of 1794. Now, see, he actually died. Whoa. They need to repair this. Alright, see, the state line for North Carolina and Tennessee has been moved a few times over the history of, so the state lines have not always been what they are now. They've been moved around. See, they said he died December 4th, 1794 in North Carolina, but see, now that's Tennessee. So he died in 1974, he died in 1794 at the age of 74. He is a brigadier general in the Virginia militia, Revolutionary War, 1791. So, there you go. There is a story about him. Let me check that out. Click. Let me back off a little bit, y'all. There we go. That should be good. That he, or his spirit, roams around here sometimes. Now, I know yet some of y'all ain't too keen on stuff like this, but it is part of history. Some people try to destroy history, but it is part of history. Alright? Let's see. The South Hortus James Keeling, okay, successfully defended the bridge at Strawberry Plains, Tennessee on the night of November 8th, 1861. He single-handed, wow, is that what I say? Single-handed, he repulsed the Federal bridge burners, killing 3 and himself. Killing 3 and himself maimed for life. Died in Bristol, Tennessee, 1895. Now, like I said, this is the field of honor. So, you got the soldiers buried here. And over here is the slave section of the cemetery. And I'm going to try not to, hopefully not. Alright. Let me get on the other side. Maybe you can read it easier from this side. Well, I don't know if I can or not. I'll read it to you. Slave section of East Hill Cemetery. This site was established in 1857 by Bristol founder Joseph Ray Anderson for the purpose of a slave cemetery. Buried nearby are 12 slaves, including Old Side Goodson, who died in 1862, reportedly at the age of 132, reputed to be the oldest man in the world. Others include Si's son Abe, who walked to Bristol from Mississippi, Melzita Aunt Mellie Anderson, a cook for the Anderson family, died 1857. Jake Bossang, whose grave is marked for years with a white post, Rosie Anderson, 1859. Lou Anna Goodson, Mary Stoffel, Luke Anderson, Caesar Susung, and others unknown. Hello.
Hi.
So, I'm reckoning all these small little markers you see are the slave markers. And some things you You can't. You don't walk across. No. You don't do that. But some you can't. Oh yeah. Oh well. Okay. But it goes up against the woods there. Sorry about the wind. It's a nice day today. It's in the 70s. Nice breeze. Beautiful day out. See, that's pretty. Private. Huh, look there. Company 63rd Tennessee Infantry, October 1st, 1862. John W. Emmerich. Pretty cool. Where'd Mama go? Oh, there she is. Okay, come on. You want to go back over there? Okay. Oh, to have the energy. That stone there says Rogan. R-O-G-A-N. But with that general, supposedly you can see his ghost that around here he used to like to go hunting or something like that. Like I said, I'll put the link to the deal in the comments below, whatever. But the general over there that's in the cage, he liked to go hunting in this area, and they say you could sometimes see him out here like sitting down or whatever, because supposedly he kind of lost his senses a little bit there. Yes. Hi.
She said a ghost is coming. She came around the tree. She said, "See, it's Papa."
Ah.
Is Papa's the ghost?
And like I said, I know some of y'all probably ain't gonna like it or ain't y'all's thing or whatever, but it is history. This here, this monument is dedicated to the Confederate veterans buried in this cemetery.
Wow.
Come on.
Hi.
Hey.
I took a ton of pictures, so.
Alright.
I walked all the way around, up by the car, and back down around it again.
Okay.
Did you get the general?
Yes, I did get the general.
Did you get the
slave
monument for the soldiers?
over there? Yep, I did.
Yeah. Did
So
you see that tall thing over there? It's for a Smith family.
I'll go get it real quick.
They're huge monuments, the tallest one I've ever seen.
That is what she is referring to, y'all. See how they kind of sectioned out? I think that's like how families are kind of kept together, y'all. See, like that. And then you have that there. I think that's how they kind of kept the families together. See over there, there's Bumblebee. Alright. Whoop, let me go up here. Now this is a monument for the Smith family. And I'm guessing that they had little bit of money, I reckon, because it kind of is up there. But this is a nice looking place. It really is. And like I said, it covers 2 states, literally. And let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit better. That says East State Street. So around here you see something that says State Street like that. That's usually because that's where the boundary line is. They got a drag race going on in Bristol today at the Bristol Dragway. See, Bristol has the NASCAR track, as everybody knows of, and they also have a drag strip, an NRA drag strip too. And see, I'll walk over here. I'm gonna go up on this hill. This might be the hill, because this is like the tallest hill here.
Might be.
This might be the one, because isn't what it said he's usually seen on the hill or something?
Yeah.
See, in that story is said that he is, the general back there is seen on the hill here, or on a hill, which this is like the tallest hill in the cemetery. You see down there, that's more of the cemetery down that way. See, you got road signs in the cemetery. Alright, we'll read this one here to you. City Historian. Directed by friends in honor of V.N. Bud Phillips, who came to Bristol as a total stranger on August 20th, 1953, yet in time became one of her best known, highly respected, and influential citizens. So much so that Bud Phillips Day was celebrated in Bristol on May 5th, 2004, and on April 27th, 2008, he received a Mayor's Outstanding Citizens Award. Though he came here with no knowledge of the city's past, he eventually wrote several books of local history. Very popular newspaper column, had 2 television shows, 1 radio show, gave countless speeches, and conducted numerous tours, all dedicated to the exhaustive history of his chosen city. In 2006, he was made the official historian of Bristol, Virginia, Tennessee. He long resided at historic Pleasant Hill at 214 Johnson Street in Bristol, Virginia. Truly, he was a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. Back up a little bit. Go. Pleasant Hill Memorial Garden, named for Old Pleasant Hill, long the home of V.N. Bud Phillips, author, historian, orator, newspaper columnist who gave the best years of his life for the good of Bristol. And a garden, the kiss of the sun for pardon, the song of birds for mirth. One is nearer God's heart in a garden than anywhere else on earth. That's true. I mean, if you think about it, in the Bible it talks about Jesus went to the garden to pray. I mean, he prayed other places, but he went to the garden to pray. So that does kind of make sense. Think about it. All right, y'all. Hopefully y'all can see me. That's going to wrap up this trip. Might try to come back here at night, maybe, or maybe just late in the day, like maybe around twilight or something like that. Might try to do that. Just because last night was a drive. This here's not quite as much as one, but you know. But y'all have a great day. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. little bit of history, a little bit of all like that. And we'll catch you next time. This is Papa Explorer for Be Creative and Granddaughter Cadence. See ya.